All right, guys, here I am I'm standing on the main trail, going down to the little brook, and you might be able to see one red registry strap if you look through. If you're walking by, you're not really going to notice it. If you walk past, you get to here, you can kind of see it. You really can't, even with the red. I got my ladder stand 20 yards off. I got my cart. I dragged it out onto my game cart in case I get one. And my ladder stand set up right here. I'm staring at right there, that big tree between the skinny one and the medium one. That big one, there's a branch hanging down. That's a fucking fake rub. And just behind that is a little salt lick mineral deposit, which I'm going to take out next week, so I'm before the 2 weeks ahead of schedule. And I've had this whole area loaded with cameras. There's a little brook that runs down here about 10 yards, 5 yards past the salt lick right there. So I'll walk towards it. All right. You can see right here, there's the rub that I made. And it's well used. You can see the tracks and the ruts and the gruff. They're using it. And then right there on that base of that tree stump is my salt lick mineral deposit. It's one of those Himalayan salt rocks. And what I did was I cut a couple of grooves in the base of the stump of the tree with my saw and set it on there, and it's been there all season. So then when I take it off 2 weeks before, so I don't get in trouble for baiting, the salt's already in the stump, and they'll come back to the same spot they went to before, which is pretty cool. So as you can see, this is a great little spot. Right here, I've got a brook. It runs through. You can kind of hear it in the background rushing, and it feeds our town reservoir over there in the corner back there. So yeah, this is the little honey spot I found. There's poop and trails, and cameras say I've got 4 doe and 2 babies and 1 yearling buck. So if there's one with them, they're gonna bring more when the rut comes. So I'm gonna take this debris, scruff up around the back of my stand here, kind of trying to defer it a little bit. I will pull some of these saplings back and wrap them in so you can't see the red. I'm going to go in here and cut out with my saw the next time I come. A bunch of these little saplings here and here to clear that out, the trail, the area out. And I think I'm going to be looking good. The worst part is over. I had to come out a second time to set up the stand because the top 2 pieces at the top were put in 180 degrees out from each other because I'm a left-handed dyslexic, of course, and I had to put them in backwards. So I came out in the field and had to bring my impact gun and wrenches. And then, yeah, so right there I got my go bag. I've got a swing arm and a couple of J-hooks I'll ratchet strap to the tree in order to use as a mount. It's a swinging J-arm that I can manipulate the crossbow or a shotgun on for sighting purposes, and 2 J-hooks to hang my gear from. So the next time I come out, this will be all camouflaged. I'll have the J-hook set up, and I will probably come out and actually do a sit for a couple of hours and just sit here for a bit and let Mother Nature come back to itself after I've been sitting there, and just kind of get a feel for what it's going to be like in a month when it gets cold. All right, guys, this is Gilly. Peace and hair grease hippies. You can't say you can't get anything if you don't do the work, and there it is. And I have been working my ass off to get out here where I am to get here on foot, dragging and carrying everything. I think I've done a pretty good job, so there you have it. On an upward hill, looking down at the water source, main traffic line behind us into the marshy right, comes up over the hill, crosses the main trail, and right there behind this fucking cut stump on the back of that hill right there, you can see that sunny spot, is a bedding area that they have been sleeping in. The same 5 deer have been sleeping in for months. When they first found it, I just started, I backed away slowly and then just started watching the poop lines and walked in each direction 50 yards until I found poop, and then found which way they were traveling. And they weren't going left, they were going right. So I followed the right and came down the hill, found the brook and the water source, and set up right in the middle of everything. And I think my stand is at like a 33-degree angle enough that if they come in from behind me, I can still get a shot off or sit there quiet and patiently enough for them to walk underneath me. And if they come in from this side, for some reason they cross the trail early, like they have a couple of times on the camera, then I definitely got shooting at them anytime from this direction. So I'm really happy. Peace and hair grease, hippies. Gilly's out. Can't fucking get the rewards if you don't do the work. Here we go.